Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I am Jackie Anthony with Jackie Anthony Living. I'm a Beachbody coach. I have been a coach for about 4 months now, just shy of that. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about the opportunity, what appealed to me, why I said yes, and kind of my background, because probably some of you have similar stories. I have been in sales for most of my life, sales management, marketing. And about 5 years ago, I decided to start a business with a business partner focusing on high criticality medical outreach. At that point, I had about 3 months saved and of my bills, and said, okay, I can do this for about 3 months, but if we don't get something moving beyond that, I am really going to struggle. When I really dug into it, I was looking at about a 9-month sales cycle. So what I decided to do was to go back to bartending, which I had done when my children were young. Within 6 months of starting out as a bartender, I became the bar manager and then eventually became a general manager of a restaurant. So if you've ever been in food and bev, you know that it literally consumed your life. Most recently, 4 months ago, I left my job and I was at that time working about 70 hours a week. And I was very, very frustrated because in the last year and a half that I'd worked for that company, I had missed my granddaughter's first birthday. I struggled with getting vacation time to go home for my son's birthday. Everything I did had to revolve around what events we had going on. I had to be there for everything, and it became incredibly frustrating for me. I have always wanted to make that elusive $100,000. Okay, that was always my goal for myself, my occupation, and I've made up to $80,000, but I have not been able to get beyond that. And that is between the sales and the general manager position. So with Beachbody, I had started out as a challenger and really saw the results and the way that the products worked for me. So I was always an active person. I'm going to take a quick step back. I was always an active person in high school. I played volleyball, basketball, and softball. I was offered a volleyball scholarship out of high school. I mean, if you guys can kind of identify with this, definitely raise your hand. But once I got pregnant with my son, I ended up actually marrying my high school sweetheart and did not go to college then. I finished later. But at that time, I chose to get married and move away. He had enlisted in the Marine Corps, and we had two amazing children. With my son, I gained 120 pounds. And I had toxemia, 8 pounds over a weekend. It was absolutely insane. The doctor was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing. Like, I'm not even eating more than I normally would." Like, it was very strange. But 120 pounds later, I have constantly struggled with my weight since. Like I said, about 5 months ago, actually, 6 months ago, Megan Anderson reached out to me, and I had been with Beachbody before, and I had lost weight, and then I got into food and bev, and I got away from Beachbody, and I was very frustrated because I did gain. I'm an emotional eater, so I'm just going to give you the whole picture. I moved from Ohio to South Carolina away from my children. I am very close with my children. They are 23 and 21. And at that time, I really struggled with my nutrition and eating healthy. When you're working 50, 60, and then eventually 70 hours a week, you kind of grab what you can. You eat things that really aren't that great for you. It shouldn't be a habit, but that's what became my habit, I should say. So it was kind of literally, "Hey, can you guys throw some chicken tenders in for me in the fryers and some fries so that I can like throw something in me to get something in me?" I would be lucky to eat 1 to 2 times a day just because I was so busy. And if you know anything about nutrition, you know that that is not healthy whatsoever. So over a course of about 6 months, over a course of about 2 years, I'd gained 50 pounds. Very, very frustrated. And also, kind of my backstory, both my maternal and paternal side have a history of diabetes. And then on my paternal side, there is a history of heart disease. So that was definitely a challenge for me. I did not want to end up like my father, who at about my age, I'm 44, had bypass surgery. I don't, being overweight can exacerbate those symptoms and create problems for me. I knew that I had to do something. I had to take control of my health. So at that point, I knew that I needed to start with my nutrition and get my life in order. And I started with that, and I slowly started losing weight. Then I invested in a workout program. Like fully put myself completely vested in it. And over the course of a 4-week period, I had lost 12 pounds and over 15 inches. I have been moving and doing all kinds of stuff. So even during that time, I still have been able to lose, last time I checked, an additional 3 pounds and 3 inches. So, overall, I'm at about 15 pounds lost and about 18 inches. Now, if I had not been moving and stressed about a lot of stuff, I know that I could have done better and certainly taken care of a lot more, but I'm on the right track. I'm not gaining weight. I'm continuously losing it. And I know that I'm doing it in a healthy way. So all of that considered, I'm going to try to adjust my light here a little bit, see if that'll help. I decided to record this video in the afternoon when the sun is setting, so there's some sun shining on me a little bit lower now. But I wanted to talk to you, the one thing about the Beachbody opportunity is that not only do we have a community to help hold you accountable, so when you slide off of track, you know that those people are waiting for you to check in. And I know many times I've gone in there and been like, hey guys, I am so not motivated right now. Please help me. And I would get all these words of encouragement. It's okay if you missed yesterday, but you just got to get back on the horse and all of those things. So it's amazing to be in there with challengers that I can now help. In addition to the portion of workouts, our Shakeology nutrition plan. The Shakeology is amazing. It is something that's not just a protein shake. It is something that curbs my appetites. It has 100% of my vitamins, minerals, probiotics, prebiotics, all the stuff for your gut health, anything that you could possibly really need to be a healthy person. When I don't drink it, if I forget, I definitely feel the difference. So it curbs my cravings. It helps curb my appetite. It gives me more energy. I'm sick less when I drink my Shakeology. It makes a huge difference. So all of those things together, just feeling better, having more energy, and then having that community to hold me accountable, I feel has certainly contributed to my success. But on the other hand, on the business portion of it, I'm a go-getter. I'm driven. Obviously, I was looking at starting a business before. I have always wanted to own my own business. That has always been my goal. Ever since I was a little girl, I always wanted to do something where I would have my own business and I would be in charge of a large organization. Right now, I have a smaller organization, but I am growing that. And I am super excited to see where that goes. I know that there are people who started in the same area that I'm starting in, just developing their business, and they have this community. I guess that's what I was going to talk about. There is a community of our team. We have Team Phoenix Rising, and then beyond that, we have Team Uproar, which is a top 10 elite team. That is like the highest rank that you can achieve in this business. So we have 3 top 10 ladies that are in our team who share everything with us. We have a number one, in my opinion, ultimate training that we offer to anybody who joins our team as well. So anyway, during all of this crazy time, everything that's going on right now, I have felt like sometimes really frustrated, sometimes really just kind of out of my element. I love that I turn to this community, there's training, there's so many people in there that you can communicate with and reach out to and that support you. I suffer from ADD, PTSD, I've got all OCD. I have lots of issues for sure. I'm a hot mess. So this kind of craziness that's going on has definitely had an impact on me. But being able to work out, being able to lean in and lean on that community has been something that I feel is incredibly irreplaceable. So, I just want to talk to you. I saw the opportunity, I saw the potential to earn money. Our grandma coach, I call her Angie Belmar, she is a person who literally started out. She was in debt and her husband was working. She had gone to school and she decided to do this, to give it a try. She wanted to get healthy. She was working out. She was actually having some health issues. And, thank God I haven't had those health issues, but there certainly is that potential. And so she chose to do this. And she now is a multimillionaire based on this business. Now, Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income. It is all related to your direct effort. But if you are like me and you are that person who's looking for a business opportunity that literally costs slim to nothing to get involved, and that your direct effort. So when I was working those 70 hours, that's the thing that drove me insane. As a corporate worker, I would put all of these hours in, all of this effort, make all these changes, develop all these plans, do all of these things for this organization, and my pay would stay pretty steady. It might increase a little bit. I might get a bonus here and there. But I have an opportunity to literally double my salary every month if I choose to, if I work hard enough. You can't do that in the corporate world. You're looking at a 2 to 5% pay raise typically. I think 5% is typically kind of an annual, just normal type of pay raise. Again, I could get a 50% pay raise if I work hard enough. So to me, that is, I want to see that direct payment for my efforts. That's who I am, right? I'm that person. Having a sales background, I definitely am competitive, the sports that I played as well. I'm always looking for that. And they give away, there are trips and prizes every month just for doing your job, just for owning your business and owning your life. I want that money and I want that time freedom. I want to be able to work from anywhere, so that to have that flexibility so that I can go visit my children when I want to and not have to worry about, can I get permission, or do we have an event going on? What is this person going to do? Who's going to cover what I'm doing while I'm gone? I would literally get calls while I was gone about things that were happening while I wasn't even there. And I'm like, okay, this person is supposed to be handling that. Like, I couldn't believe that I couldn't separate from this job to go home and visit my family for a week. I had a death in my family, a death. Somebody was dying and then died, and they were still calling me about things. I just, like, that was kind of the end for me. But anyway, I don't ever want to go back to that. I don't want that to be my life. I want to be able to have these things, and I know that I can with Beachbody. I'm doing it now. So, we're definitely, I want to talk to you about what we're looking for to join our team. We're looking for go-getters. We're looking for people who want to earn those 6 figures. We're looking for people who want to have a purpose and a passion. For me, that's the great thing about this. Not only am I helping myself, but I'm helping other women. I'm helping other people do the same thing that I'm doing by, getting healthy and getting fit and building my own business, becoming financially free. So we're looking for people who have a passion for that as well, because then it becomes not a sales game. You're doing things and you're passionate about what you're doing, and people see that and it's contagious. I'll get a little bit more into that tomorrow, or on our next video, I'm sorry. And so I'm just going to go ahead and kind of wrap this up. But if you are a go-getter, if you're somebody who's driven, somebody who has wanted to own their own business, yearns for that time freedom, is tired of busting their butts for somebody else and making them more money, then you're in the right place. because I'm telling you, this is the opportunity of a lifetime. So with that, I'm going to say thank you so much. If you guys have any questions, make sure that you are dropping them in the comment box below. I will get to those, and then I will see you guys at 1 o'clock for our live Q&A, and I'll answer any other questions you have. And I'm going to dig a little bit deeper during that time and talk about maybe some misconceptions with the business and things that come up a lot about fears. So if you have any questions or if you have any fears, definitely drop them here. I would love to hear, and I look forward to seeing you at 1 o'clock.